Yo, what's up? In this video, we're going to talk about vulnerability that attracts women. What does she really want? Okay. A lot of times, women often say, I want a man that's vulnerable. I want a vulnerable man, you know. He needs to have vulnerability for me to be attracted and all this stuff like that. Great. You know, social media and the social norms of these days have changed dramatically from the time of, you know, our parents, grandfathers. You know, women never asked, you know, our grandparents and our fathers to be vulnerable, show their feelings. They'd be like, go get me something to eat. Go get me some food. I'm hungry. You know, vulnerability. Show me vulnerable. What the hell is that? That's the first thing they're going to say is, what the hell are you talking about? And make my food. And give me a cold drink, too, while you're bullshitting. That's it. End the story. So, but now, you know, we have to keep our culture. My job is to keep the traditions, the alpha structure, the mindset intact as we move forward. We have to evolve. Yes, we do have to evolve. I mean, we're not cavemen, so we have evolved tremendously. So that will never stop. However, you don't lose who you are here. We're coming loose over here back in the back end. Our caboose is getting loose. All right. And my job is to secure that. Okay, make it stronger so we don't forget from here throughout and beyond. We don't lose that who we are. Okay, because society and the social media, you're gonna lose that. They got everybody just all over the place. Okay, you know, so this vulnerable thing is the new old, or the old new thing now. Okay, now this is showing up, popping up everywhere. Women say, "Oh, I want a man." They don't even know what that shit means. Okay, I got news for you. Okay, where's this come from? Again, where's back to childhood? You know, you can look at any of the stories, Beauty and the Beast. You know, he was vulnerable because of how he looked. He felt, you know, disenchanted, and he wasn't that, you know, kind of a whatever. Okay. Now, all these stories, you know, you got the Shrek, and, you know, they perpetuate this social norm and conditioning to get forward and forward and forward. Express yourself. You know, women want to feel your emotions. Don't forget, women are empaths. They're empathetic. Okay. They want to feel. The new woman feels now. So we have to adjust to that. Okay. They want to feel now. Okay. More empathy. Okay. So they want to feel. Right. So they want you to kind of, you know, we're back here and they're moving forward in evolution. Us being able to be vulnerable, okay, gives us flexibility. Okay. But what do they really want? I'll tell you what they want. Before I tell you what they want, the problem with vulnerability, it's a awesome, nice little under the radar, okay? It's a very nice tool if you use it correctly, okay? To your advantage. This thing works in your favor. But if you don't know how to use it, it's like fire, you'll get burnt, okay? It's the same deal. What do I mean by that? Most guys think vulnerable, and I did too growing up, and when hearing this stuff, it's like this word coming out, I always thought it meant, you know, oh, you know, you're a victim, and this. Don't victimize yourself, okay? Guys say, oh, you know, they cry or tell the girl the story about their life and tell them how you were better than my last girl, and I was over here, and she was this, and you cry. You got a napkin, and you tell that at dinner. You're on a first date. You tell these girls, these women, these stories about your ex, or how you're this much better than your ex because of this, and that. There's a thin line between being vulnerable and showing weakness. Okay, it's a very thin line. It's like paper thin. Okay, razor thin, rice paper thin. You know what I mean? So, you know, you don't want to cross that line. It's so easy to do. Most guys do this and lose the girl. What do I mean? Say you're on a first date, okay? Women, when you're telling them, they want to get to know you, first of all, right? So if you're saying, wow, you know, she likes vulnerability. I read this I saw this on TV. The guy was vulnerable, and he was, you know, he was crying, and she put her hand on his shoulder, and then she started falling for him, and no, that's TV. That's comedy, commercials, that's sitcoms and all that. Situation comedy, okay? Not in real life, okay? You do that shit in real life, you're going to look like you're weak, emotionally unstable, okay? You have no self-control, right? There's a right way and there's a wrong way. Okay? Now, let's get into some more of this. Now, why do women want this vulnerable man when they want an alpha male? They want an alpha male, right? So what's this vulnerability shit? You know, where'd that come from? You come over, one side, you might be over here talking about being strong and alpha. This other side's talking about being vulnerable. Which one is it? They want it all, guys. They want it all, okay? The thing is this. You want to do it properly. First, let's figure out why she wants to do this. Why does she want to bond? What's the point, okay? Bonding works to her favor. It's a way women are about, it's feminine energy. Women are about bonding, connecting, communicating, intimacy, okay? And by being vulnerable, it can lead to intimacy as well, okay? Women thrive on intimacy. All derivatives of it, be it communication, kinesthetic, whatever, auditory, gustatory, whatever, smell, sound, whatever. But it all leads to intimacy at some point in their plan to get you, okay? Women always have a plan. Don't forget, women are always planning on their settling in with somebody or getting married or their come up or their resources being gathered together, they're collectors of resources. Don't forget that, okay? This is a tool as well, because why? She gets to talk to you and get to know a little bit more about you by having you be vulnerable, okay? And she could see the little man inside, the scared little boy that had all these fears as a kid. The boogeyman, the guy under the bed when at nighttime, or being fear of being left and lonely, being fear of not being enough for a woman, okay? Being a fear of never attracting the right girl that you want, these kind of things, all right? So, that's vulnerability. Yes, that's the wrong way, okay? Listen, you can be transparent, okay? You can say how you feel, all that. Great. We've all done it. I've done it the wrong way a lot, okay? I've done it the new way a lot, okay? But the new way I've been doing, this is stuff right here is what I learned this, I don't know. It wasn't 15 years ago. It wasn't really it wasn't called vulnerability. Just like, oh, he's being open, or you're being, you got to be a little more sensitive, or whatever. You're showing sensitivity, or with all this kind of stuff. The whole Michael Jackson stuff, and he's so sensitive, and Prince, he's so sensitive, and all this other stuff, whatever. So those kind of traits they weren't so as clear now as vulnerable in this case. They make it more specific now, which is good to clear things up. Except when guys don't understand this. So, let's talk about why they're doing it, okay? Now, like I already said, to bond and connect, okay? To get you to open up, right? Why? So they can open up and share. They're all about sharing information. Women communicate by sharing with their friends. They talk, they communicate. That's how they bond. They share their feelings, their emotions. I met a new guy. I did this. I have that. Girl, my period is this. My body's doing that. They talk all kind of nasty shit too. About dicks and this and who's sucking that and they anal. They talk some nasty shit in the little clutches when they get down and they talk their shit. So they're worse than we are, guys. It's worse than us, man. They really are. They fucking smile and but they talk that nasty shit. Okay? You see girls in the group, sit behind, listen to them a little bit. You hear that bullshit, you be like, oh, that one was the fucking, that place is nasty with the green shit on, and they be talking shit. You did, yeah. And girl, and then I go, oh, she was acting high post before. That with the glasses on, now she's a fucking trick. But you get to hear this shit, okay? So, her job, and what happens with this vulnerability, a lot of times the woman is pretty much, she likes you, and she's trying to make things, she's trying to see if you're a fit in the long term. Okay, whether it's the first date or whatever, it doesn't matter. You still gotta be a mystery, guys. Okay, you don't fucking cut your gut and spill all over the table and tell her everything and fucking crying and snorting and all kind of shit. No, you hold your composure. You still alpha, and you hold your frame. How do you do this? When she's talking about vulnerability, here's how you do this shit the right way. Okay, and this will attract her because you're gonna do it this way. when she wants to sit down and talk about vulnerability and all this kind of stuff, here's how you play this right, okay? Vulnerability, she opens the door and begins the conversation. When it comes to vulnerability and this showing of emotions, she has to go first. She's the woman. She goes first. Let her start the dialogue, okay? Because if you start, oh, you know what, I had this the other day, and then this is happening, that you're complaining. You see how tricky that shit is? Because their mind is going to be somewhere else. You come from work, and you're talking about the job, and this and that, and you're being open, and you're telling how hurt you were because the boss didn't recognize your job and that you did today, and you moved some stuff, and no one said thank you and all that. She'll say, oh, you bitching like a little bitch. No, she'll listen to your story. She'll go, oh, really? Oh, honey, it's okay, and rub your fucking back and shit. And next thing you know, bitch ass. You know, she ain't gonna say that. She's gonna feel it. She's gonna feel like, wow, you know, he needed my love today. Well, she had a bad day too. You understand? She had to be the fucking man in that situation. Okay? You have to hold your composure, man. Suck it up. Right? So that's why when you're doing vulnerability shit like this and you're sharing emotions, let her go first. Let the woman go first. Okay? Ladies first. Why? Because she's going to say, oh, this and that. Let her open up and see the depth and the degree of her emotions. She wants to go in deep. Vulnerability is pulling out your coat and saying, here's everything inside. Take what you want. Okay? You don't do that, because if you do that, you're no longer a mystery. She figured you out. The puzzle's been solved. She's on to the next one. Okay? Lackluster. Boring. Again, 20%. She's opening up. You let her talk 80% of the time. Oh, really? Wow. That's what, you did that? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, that's great. You know, wow, I can't believe, wow, what made you do that? Yeah. Wow. So what was it about A, B, and C that made you do so-and-so? Oh, man, so that started here, and let her talk. Just chill. That's what I do. Just let her talk. Now, she goes, well, what about you? Okay. You give the 20%, but you always go around it. You don't go straight to the fucking, you go, and it's always, women love indirect. They don't like to tell you that, but they like to indirect. Why? Because women are subtle. They're not direct. They're always subtle. So by you being indirect, in this case, it keeps the mystery of who you are. She gets the implications and everything else. So she can drop her own idea of the wonderful man that you are. Got it? That's how this shit locks her in, gets her to chase, and gets her to fucking want to know more and curious about you, because you're giving her what she wants, but she's not getting it straight on center. It's always off a little bit. It's always here a little bit. She can figure it out and put it all together, but it's not a clear shot picture. You're not giving her that straight shot that she's looking for. That's the satisfaction part. Okay? Are you playing games? No. You're keeping her playful. You're keeping her intrigued. She wants to figure it out, and she wants to do it on her own. She don't want you telling her everything. Okay? She doesn't want to. Okay? She's not going to tell you that, because then guys do shit too much. They overdo it. But when you know this shit right, and you balance it like this, you love it. This guy, he understands. He's socially attuned to my emotions. Okay? Now, the cap to this, the closing deal, how you really close this deal with her, is that when you're telling your vulnerability and what you're feeling on the inside, make it a lesson. And you know, because I was that way with people, I didn't trust nobody, I always had issues with this and that. Or I stopped being selfish. When I was going out, I saw a homeless guy, and what happened was, you know, he asked for money. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got no fucking money. And I went inside to work, you know, just forgot about it. I came out later, I saw the same homeless guy still in the corner, but this little kid was asking for money. And the guy looked in his pocket and gave him a quarter. And then the homeless dude just, you know, the kid ran off happy, said, thank you so much, sir. And he called him sir, and he ran off. And I could see the guy smile with just felt satisfaction of respect. I learned a lot from that, you know. And then they turned and looked at the guy, pulled out his Bible, started reading his Bible again. So, can you imagine how I'd feel I felt like shit. He was a better man than I was that day. And I learned from that. See, something like that, guys, she's going to feel love. She's going to feel connected. She's going to feel trusted. That she trusts you because why? Because you shared something with her. Okay? Now, I don't want you making up shit. That I made that up. But, don't, I don't, homeless people, I do, but I made that up. But don't make up a story. If it's about your personal life, make it real. Make it real. This way you're authentic. So if it ever comes up again, oh yeah, you remember that shit? Wow. And this is years down. You're older. You guys got gray hair. And it's like, wow, you're really that dude. There's no need to fucking lie and tell a story and make up some shit and some pickup line bullshit. What for? What for? You don't need it. Because you're doing the tools that I'm telling you right now that locks her in is understanding her language, her cues, when to jump in, when to jump out, when to step back, when to jump in and jump out, boom, boom, boom. You know how to navigate her conversation. Got it? That's rare. I'm giving you rare shit right here. Okay? That's rare. She knows it's rare because guys don't do it. But you guys now will do it. And you take that shit away at any point in time, she's going to crave that. She'll probably be your friend if you go another way and you break south, break to the left or whatever. She'll probably be your friend. She'll probably be your friend no matter, and keep calling you and be in touch no matter what. Hoping for another chance. She may have a husband and all that, but she'll be able to talk. You get her. You're the one guy that actually gets her. Okay? Women don't give that up too easy. They really don't give that up a lot. They really don't. So they'll fight for that. They'll hang on a little hope for that. Okay? But if you're keeping authentic and you're being who you are, you keep moving. Doesn't matter. You're nice. Well, boom. It was cool. Everything was good. Boom, and you move on. Love you. We had that whole thing going. It was great. That's the experience. Thank you. I learned a lot. Thank you. And you keep it going. All right? So listen. A lot of people signing on to the channel, right? Like, subscribe. I want to see you, comment below. What you thought about the video? You liked it, whatever. I see some comments in there. People coming that are new. If you're new, your family. Once your family, I got you. Yo, XL, and I'm out.